in the perfect world, Jeff, you had two different people. One that had the craft skills. Maybe this is a former, or maybe it's an existing technician that you could either promote into a planning scheduling role, or it's a very organized project manager person. Which one would you think would be best suited for this role? Do you have a
Taking
preference?
that, I would go for the craft skills. I would always go for the craft skills, because again, it's not that the other person can't be successful because they can. But if you think about what we're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to accomplish with planning is we're trying to determine what materials are necessary, how long is it going to take, what are the specific tasks. And I'll talk about it a little bit later, probably as part of the conversation, but what happens too is the planner really has a responsibility to try to drive defect elimination. It's not just about giving, a head start for the technicians, but it's also about how do they eliminate some of the defects. So understanding the specifications necessary, what torque, what gaps, what fits, what clearances, those kind of things, what kind of belt tension do we need? And as part of it, what kind of materials do I need to order? And it's better if they've done the job in the past, because that really sets them up for success, as opposed to, if you take somebody who doesn't have that background and what they're doing is they're coming in and they're taking, some work order, and then they're having to go to the technician, the supervisors to find out what materials they need and everything else. It just slows down the whole process, And so, and if you think about it, ultimately we want to be 90% planned, 10% reactive. That's the goal. So how do we farm more and more work into the planning realm and push that through? I was just talking just this last week with an organization, it's a municipal water treatment organization. And as part of that, they talked about, our planners, all they have time to do is get materials. But that doesn't help us, with regard to that. So it's really important that we focus on the craft skills and understanding, because again, how do we give them a head start? Because what we're trying to do is drive the craft efficiencies. Basically, in addition, from typical efficiency somewhere in the 25 to 35%, I've seen as low as a measured 12%, but the target is 55 to 65% from a wrench time perspective. But bigger than that is the defect elimination piece, those specifications and things. It's not about planning and scheduling more work. It's about eliminating ultimately the need to plan and schedule all of that work.
Yeah, absolutely. So taking that step back is so important. And understanding, why do we even have this role? It's not just to plan and schedule. Again, to your point, it's about defect elimination. It's about moving from being more proactive than we are reactive.
Yeah.
Which is a good segue into this next question.